Inflation is eating retirement. You can't save your way out. Why rising costs break fixed plans and what you must do instead. My name is James, and I'm the creator of Retire Ready with James. And I want to talk about a few topics. We're going to talk about what is inflation, why people feel the squeeze, real cost of living differences, the false comfort of saving more, the emotional reality, the solution, a second income lever, why this works better than savings alone, and next steps. So let's talk about if costs keep rising and fixed retirement plans break. That's the reality millions of Americans are facing right now. Even when cost of living increases, fixed income plans can't keep up with rising prices. And if you assume savings alone will get you there, you might be setting yourself up for disappointment. So one of the things we're going to talk about, which we already said, is inflation, right? So let's look at this. Let's start with the definition. Inflation is when prices of goods and services rise over time, which means your money buys less than it used to. According to the latest CPI, US inflation is roughly 2.7% year over year. That means something that cost $100 last year now costs about 102.70 today, or $102.70. And that adds up fast. Essential goods like food, shelter, utilities, and healthcare. And even though that number seems small to some, the lived reality is very different. So what makes this different? Why people feel that squeeze or the squeeze? For many retirees or near retirees, the cost of living feels much higher. Everything from eating out, grocery bills, gasoline, housing, and medical services. These costs hit hard because they make up a bigger portion of your monthly budget. So if we look at Social Security, and I have the link right here, since 1975, Social Security's general benefit increases have been based on increases in the cost of living as measured by the Consumer Price Index. We call such increases cost of living adjustments or COLAs. We determined a 2.8% COLA on October 24th, 2025. We will announce the next COLA in October 2026. But most people will tell you that increase barely covers what you're paying now, let alone what you'll be paying next year, right? So, what are the real cost of living differences? Let's look at that. To put it in perspective, the annual cost of living for retirees can vary dramatically depending on where you live. In some areas, you need less than 25,000 a year. In others, especially big cities, you may need more than 85,000 plus just to cover basics like housing, food, healthcare, and transportation, according to Yahoo Finance. That's why one size fits all retirement plan doesn't work, especially when inflation hits differently in every region. So let's talk about the false comfort of saving more. So if savings isn't enough, what do people do? A lot of financial planners still recommend save more, spend less. But here's the problem. If you're saving at a return rate that doesn't beat inflation, you're actually losing purchasing power over time. Your dollar isn't shrinking while your costs are raising. In real terms, that's devastating for retirees. And that devastation hits retirees emotionally. So let's look at the emotional reality. And this isn't hypothetical. Recent studies show Americans nearing retirement are more worried than ever about their ability to make their savings last. Many say they've had to dip into principles just to cover the basics. And that's according to Investopedia. So imagine preparing your whole life, and then having to change your lifestyle because prices for essentials don't stop going up. That fear of outliving your money is real. And it's exactly what inflation causes. The solution? What is it? It's a second income lever. Here's the good news. You don't need record breaking markets to win. You need a second income lever that keeps producing cash flow, not just savings, not just equity returns, but ongoing income you can count on every month. That income can come from a digital business, consulting or freelancing, rental income, dividend streams, other income, online income. The key is income that continues even when prices go up. So, why does this work better than savings alone? Let's look at this. Savings only help you preserve money, right? You put money in the bank, it stays there. It may draw a little interest, but it's just preserving what you have. Income helps you grow your lifestyle. When you have a second income stream, you rely less on Social Security, you reduce the stress on your savings, you actually get ahead of costs because your income raises with inflation, not just your balance. So ask yourself a couple of questions. Will savings alone protect your retirement? Or do you need an income strategy that keeps working for you? Two valid questions. Put that in the comments section. Answer those questions. I answer every comment, and I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. And if you're really ready to explore a second income lever, one that doesn't require cold calling, doesn't lean on friends and family, and doesn't depend on perfect markets, then start today. Your retirement should fit your life, not the other way around. So explore with me, Retire Ready with James. I left a link at the bottom. You'll probably see another video come up somewhere above, and that'll give you a better perspective on just what Retire Ready with James is.